Hi everybody. I am going to show you how to use Screencast-O-Matic to make screen captures or screen capture videos. Excuse me. So first go to screencast-O-Matic.com and you could do just a Google search for Screencast-O-Matic. It will come up. And then you will need to come over here and do a sign up. I'm going to ask you for your email, so use your school email. And I'm going to use that and hit sign up, and it will send you an email. So you go to the email and you check, and sure enough, there is the email it just sent, and it said click here to finish creating the account. I click there and it says, hey, we need a password for you. Oops, sorry about that. I suggest you use your school information. Hopefully it's all right, and click create account, and there we go. My information should be up there. Now, just to show you the difference between the paid and the free, this is what the free gets you. This is the important part, YouTube, and you get 15 minutes, which actually is pretty long. And then the pro, which I paid for myself, gives you all these kind of things with more editing. You don't really need that unless you're going to do a lot of these things. So I'm going to go over here and hit start recorder. Now it might ask start the launch on the bottom, you can see, and it might have to do an update, but pretty soon this screen will pop up and you can see I can move it all over the place, and whatever inside those dotted lines, the zebra stripes, that's what's going to be recorded. And I am going to see I'm just recording what's inside my tab window. And let's go through the options here. I have record, settings, and cancel. And here are the types of recordings I can make. The screen is whatever's on the screen. The webcam, of course, is the webcam, and there I am. Hi everybody. I can do both. So if I was doing something and I wanted the students or whoever it is to see me, I could have both. And here I could reposition it. For this example, we're going to do just a screen. Max time is 15, again, unless I update. Automatic sizes, my microphone is working, and computer audio, again, is a paid version, and there are a few preferences I can do. But just a simple video, you get it running, and you hit record. Now in 3, 2, 1, it counts down, and go. It is now recording. You can see that it's counting up. I get 15 minutes, and it's going to record whatever's in this window. So when I show you, you're going to see my mouse move around, but you're also going to see that I can change screens. And I'm going to click in here so you can see what that looks like. When I'm all done, I am going to hit pause, and then I can play it. I can, go back and forth a little bit. I can delete it, or I can hit done. I am done, so I am going to click done. And we get here the window, what we get. I can play it out and go. And you can see how my mouse has a little circle around it, and I'm going to let it go because I want you to see that the clicking. But you're also going to see that I can change screens. And here's a click in here so you can see what that looks like. All right. So then I go over here. You might only have these two showing. You might have YouTube, and I can always redo it or cancel it. And there's some other options. I'm going to show you those, but you can't use them unless you do the paid version. These are all paid. We are going to connect to YouTube, and right now it wants to connect to my personal account. That's what's in there. But when you click it, you will say add an account, and you will put yours in there. You will launch a web browser. You will give it some permissions, and that's how that's going to run. So, and it will connect it. So just go through that process. The reason we go to YouTube is because then I can share it with anything, anywhere. I can put it in Google Classroom and any of the Google products because Google is YouTube. Um, and I can do it or share it by a link. That's really important. If we just do it in Google Classroom, sometime or Google Drive, my apologies. If I just do it in Google Drive, I may or may not be able to share it everywhere. And then I click here to rename it. Having a hard time here talking for this morning. Screencast-O-Matic demo. All right. Unlisted. You get unlisted, public or private. Unlisted means you have to have the email link. My category is education, and that's if I wanted to see the highlighter, my cursor or not. I'm going to leave it, and then I am going to publish it. It's going to start publishing it. In the paid version, I could continue in the background, but because this is free, I just have to let it go. It's the way it is. It doesn't take that long. You can see I'm halfway through there now. And then I can open the upload, which will not be able to be used right away because it has to process. So you do have to plan ahead, but I could copy the link and use it there. I click done, and then I'm set. And that's all there is to it. And then we're going to ask you to upload a video, a screencast you make to YouTube. If you have any questions, please contact Mark or myself, and we'll be happy to help you.